Next tonight, Newham has a housing crisis. There are more people in need of temporary accommodation in the borough than anywhere else in the country, with the council saying they are on the front line of the problem. So much so, they expect to spend £40 million on housing residents this year. Anila Dami has more.
They say there's no place like home. But in Newham, feeling settled can be fleeting.
Living in temporary accommodation was very difficult. You got to try to balance everything, paying the bills at home, paying your rent, and on top of that, we're having 2 kids. I had to do overtime. It was a lot of stress, and I could see the pressure having on the family.
Some at this community event, and many beyond, are in that situation. Across the country, 2.4 households in every 1,000 live in temporary accommodation. In London, the rate is higher, at 17.4 households in every 1,000. Newham has the highest rate, a staggering 53.1, 22 times higher than the national average. The council, Labour-run since 1971, says it's because of various reasons, including a retraction in housing supply and lower incomes here. The council is in the red, a deficit of £22 million. A Cabinet report says this is because of the cost of temporary accommodation. The council have already allocated a further £18.5 million to their temporary accommodation budget, but are forecasting to spend more than £40 million. How are you planning to work with that?
This council will not be going bust. This council will rise to the challenge of temporary accommodation, working with national government and other local authorities in London and elsewhere, and we will be working and having conversations and discussions with our residents about the choices that we will need to make. I'm not under any illusion that the choices will be hard.
Choices that could include some cuts to services. The government says we will take the action needed to tackle this issue and develop a long-term cross-government strategy, working with mayors and councils to put Britain back on track to ending homelessness. There is some hope, as Abbas tells us he's bought a home for his family.
I just feel like so much weight's come off my shoulder, knowing that I don't have to keep moving ever again.
The council says they're doing everything they can to house locals, but it will come with some difficult discussions in the coming weeks. Anila Dami, ITV News.